This is the next part. Till now, 8 parts has been launched. Yesterday also I was live. Today again this part will be live, and you need to focus on the basic questions. 15 questions I'll be covering in this meeting right now, and hopefully you all will understanding these things, and hopefully preparing also. Again and again I'm reminding in every session, try talking. Just don't listen what my video is saying. Just don't try to uh, understand. Understanding is different story, and talking, speaking is very different story. Okay, so this is a topic for today. Placement interview questions through this is Java by Kiran Institute, Pune. Okay, so let's start. So first question would be, these are the very basic questions, guys. Can you write statements for JDBC connectivity? Means here database connectivity they are asking. तो सब लोग याद रखिए, ये क्वेश्चन जो होता है ना, ये बहुत से बार इंटरव्यू में पूछते हैं, और ये बिल्कुल बाय हार्ट हो जाना चाहिए आपको। ये 4 स्टेप्स बेसिक क्वेश्चन है। ओके, सो you consider any MySQL Oracle, doesn't matter. Can you write statements for JDBC connectivity? Pause it और अभी लिखना चालू करो आप लोग, ठीक है? साइड बाय साइड मैं भी बताता हूँ, बट जब भी आप इस वीडियो को रिकॉर्डेड वे में देखोगे, रिकॉर्डेड वर्जन यूट्यूब पे रहेगा, उस समय आपको पॉज करना है, आपके कॉपी पे निकाल के ये पॉइंट्स लिख के देखना है. Class dot for name just to load a driver, then you should make a connection object, then you should be making statement object, and then once connection is created, you create statement object, and then something, then you execute query. See guys, these are very simple things, but if he asks you to write this code in detail, then you don't have any other option than writing all things like class dot for name, then you should writing com dot mysql dot jdbc dot driver. Then connection con equal to driver manager dot get connection. It is expected from freshers that you will be by hearting all this. मगर पूरा याद हो जाना चाहिए. Maybe URL, username, password. Then execute query, you may get result set. So these are the 4 steps that everyone should be knowing. Then next question, can you explain difference between statement and prepare statement? Now how to tackle this? You should say prepare statement and statement both are interfaces. So this is one point. Then you should say prepare statement is a sub interface of statement interface. This is the second point. Third, you should say statement has less features, whereas prepare statement has more features. See, till now I did not disclose what exact difference. So try talking like this. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है इंटरव्यू में, आपका प्रेजेंस ऑफ माइंड दिखना, सिर्फ आंसर दे देने से नहीं होगा. फिर आपको बताना है कि प्रिपेयर स्टेटमेंट यूजेस प्लेस होल्डर्स होते हैं. किसमें? प्रिपेयर स्टेटमेंट में फास्टर होता है, प्री कंपाइल्ड क्वेरीज होती है. We have precompiled queries in prepare statement. Okay, while creating object of prepare statement, we need to pass SQL query. This also you need to tell. Okay, Like that, for statement you need to find no placeholder, simple, no placeholder, not faster, no pre-compiled queries. Statement object doesn't know. Like this. So these are the points, and this is a very basic question that every fresher should be knowing. This is very basic, guys. It is not expected that you will not be answering this, and if you answer, this is content based question, so don't miss like these questions. These are the simple questions and content is more. Now next question we'll be taking, can you explain how to retrieve data from the database in Java? Please explain all steps. So same steps you keep talking. These are the steps. Plus you should say we'll have result set object. We iterate over it. It has method next, which takes result set to next row. Then we start taking columns by using a method called getString or something. By using method getString. That's it. So complete program you should be knowing. Driver dot class dot for name, then driver manager dot get connection, then statement dot create statement, then execute query, then writing a SQL, then fetching a result set, then iterating over the results, iterating over a result set. Correct. Now guys, there are some SQL questions. There are some SQL questions which is mandatory for every fresher, even college graduates. If your friends are there in colleges, they also should know this. SQL means structured query language. Structured query language, simple. Structured query. This is language used by databases to do operations with data. That's it. Finish. So SQL is a language which helps us to retrieve data, insert data into the database. What is DDL, DML, and DCL? DDL is data definition language. DML is data manipulation language. DCL, data control language. You don't need DCL, okay? DDL is used for changing a definition of a table or database. DML will be used for manipulation of a data. So this happens. This is must for a developer. Okay, you don't need to tell that, but only tell the definitions. DML means you should say like there are insert, update, delete, like these queries. Insert, update, delete, like these queries we need to fire. That is a DML. In DDL, what we can find? Alter, like that queries, create table. In DCL, only remember the queries, grant, revoke, like that. So these are the queries. Now don't take it as an explanation. Again, I'm telling you, try to answer this question. Now what is DDL, DML, and DCL? Interview asks, how you will be answering? You should say these are all these three things are related to database queries. DDL means data definition language. DML means data manipulation language. DCL means data control language. DML we change the data, we manipulate the data, whereas in DDL we change table structure or database structure. DCL is only for Granting permissions to a database users. Okay, that is administrative task. In DML, there are insert, update, and delete queries, etc. In DDL, alter, etc. queries like alter, where we change column name or something, column data type. And in DCL, there are queries like grant and revoke. You can also say, I never tried grant and revoke by my own, but I know how to fire insert, update, delete queries. Even alter, I didn't know. That's okay. Saying not knowing is not a problem. Saying not knowing is not a problem. But what you know should be explained properly. What is RDBMS? It's a relational database management system where we have primary key, foreign key, proper structure. We have rows, columns, and we can apply joins. Where we can fire queries and we fetch a data. That is what the RDBMS. That is structure provided by MySQL and Oracle. Provided by MySQL and Oracle and many companies. We should know both. We should know at least two companies. Can you write select query with where condition? Yes, this question people may ask you. Select emp name from employee where ename equal to Java by kir. So like that you should be able to fire a query. Like that you should be able to fire a query. और ये पता होना ही चाहिए. This is the basic knowledge that every interviewer will be asking, whether you know these basic queries or not. These are the basic queries, not tough. So you should be knowing, guys, these things. No option. I would say don't keep any option whether I'll know this or not. You must. Can write update query with where condition? Yes. So this would be the syntax: update employee, that is table name, set ename equal to JBK where ename equal to, very simple. So update query, most of the times people ask because people forget it. It is not very common query. Okay, so saying this table name, then this. But अभी देखो हम यहाँ employee बोल रहे हैं, इसको generalized terms में बोलिए. Update table name, set any column name with some value where give any condition. Like that also you can say. Don't speak about employee only, employee or something. Okay, so that is also not needed. That always you will be talking about employee and employee ID. Then delete query, exactly same. Delete query, how it would be? Delete from employee where ename like means like is not mandatory, just I'm giving here just to make sure you know different kind of queries. So I see here delete from employee where ename like Kiran. So employee table will get deleted, employee table data will get deleted where this condition is matching. This can be changed, guys. It's not necessary that you should be always using like. It can be equal to also. That's not a problem. Can you write insert query? Yeah. So these are the basic syntax. Insert into employee. Then make sure here you write column names, EID, comma, ename. This is optional, guys, but you should know. What is optional? These column names are optional. Values. Give some ID, comma, anything. You can skip this, but that is not preferable. Okay, you can skip this, but that is not preferable. These are the SQL. These are the SQL queries. Explain primary key. What is primary key? Simple, say this is a column in database. The value should be unique. Value should be unique and not null. and not null. So remember this, unique and not null. This is mandatory to tell. This is not important point. Okay, but this should be, every table can have multiple primary keys. That's not a problem. Then if interviewer is giving you chance to speak more, if interviewer is giving you chance to speak more, you should say primary key is good to have. This is the first normalization form of the database. This shows uniqueness of rows. It is easy to fetch data if our table will have primary key. Not mandatory, but it is recommended. Like that, keep talking. What is foreign key? Here you should say, this is one of the column of a table, which is primary key of other table. Which is primary key of other table. Means this is one table, this is another table, this is primary key. So this primary key will become here as a, this primary key will become here as a foreign key. So you should say primary key of one table can be foreign key of another table, or say like this, it's a column in a database table which is primary key of another table. This will be used for referring to another table. Then if you get more chance to talk, then you should say this normalization forms, about normalization. This is a second normalization form or first normalization form. Like that, keep talking. We can have multiple foreign keys in a table. We can have multiple foreign keys in a table. So these are all about database basic questions we tried to cover here, guys. This is the last question I'll be explaining now. Can you explain memory management in Java? Now people think it's very difficult. Don't take too much stress. Only explain this much. In Java, memory will get allocated when we create an object, and our memory will get divided into 4 parts. One, heap memory, then heap memory, then there is a stack memory, then there is a method area, then program counter, PC we can say. In heap, global variables and static members will get stored in heap, global variables. Like this. Remember only this, make it smooth. No need to go in very detail, because I saw people want to go in depth and doesn't not able to answer in an interview. Here methods will be, here methods will be coming, the methods will be coming, so that those can run at, those can execute at runtime. Execute at a runtime. Method area, don't get confused with this method area. It is just a bytecode. Bytecode will get stored into the method area. Program counter to keep track. Program counter to keep track of a execution or sequence of a method. So like that, guys, you should be knowing. Don't take huge, बहुत टेंशन लेके नहीं लेना कि मेमोरी मैनेजमेंट मतलब पूरा बुक नहीं पढ़ लेना है. शॉर्टकट में रखिए, अच्छे से रखिए. शॉर्ट एंड स्वीट अगर आंसर देते हो अच्छी बात है, बट थोड़ा सा बोलना है. शॉर्ट एंड स्वीट का मतलब ये भी नहीं कि one word. It should be at least 3-4 statements. So can you explain me? So we have seen many questions, guys. What is foreign key? What is primary key? Can you write insert query, update query, delete query, like that? Many things. RDBMS. What is SQL? Can you explain? So try to remember and comment on this video if you feel really it is helping you. I saw many people do not even comment, not even like, but that will encourage us if you do that. So please comment. Surely I expect you all will be commenting if it is really helpful to you. If it is not a problem. Okay, so thank you, guys. See you in next video again. next live session. We'll be doing it soon. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.